I'll go over it again. So this vacuum pump is right here. Okay? This is liquid. So it's pushing, it's pressurizing almost this line. Goes through one, right? So for liquid, 1 and 3 are open, 2 and 4 are closed. If this charge is pushing, it can't go through 4, so it goes through 1, and it's pressurizing the condenser. And that pressure is pushing all the refrigerant through the metering device and into the evaporator. Okay, and I know the evaporator is low pressure and there's supposed to be vapor in the evaporator, but we're talking about a flooded system right here. Our chill is a flooded system. So now the bottom of the evaporator is all liquid. And now this is under pressure and the evaporator becomes almost like under a vacuum and it pulls. So now it's pulling the refrigerant, the liquid refrigerant through the 6 valve, through the 5 valve, and then the liquid stores in the receiver. Now the vacuum is still pulling on the receiver. It goes up, comes down, it goes through the 3 manifold because the 3 is open, comes down through the filter dryer, and then it goes back through the suction into the vacuum pump, and the cycle just repeats. That's liquid. Everything's open on liquid except for 2 and 4. Does anyone not understand what's going on, or do I got to go over this again?
No, I understand perfect. But when the when the receiver is pulling, they're pulling only without refrigeration, right? They're just only pulling, right?
What, the receiver?
Yeah.
The receiver's not pulling nothing. The receiver's static. The only thing that's pulling is the vacuum pump.
The compressor, right? And the vacuum pump. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All the receiver is just a vessel. That's all it is.
Just a vessel.
The receiver could be here. It doesn't make a difference where it is. It's just pulling.
So like a storage.
Right. This is positive pressure pushing, and it's pressurizing the condenser. Right. And that pressure is pushing the refrigerant through the condenser and then through the orifice plate. And then that pressure winds up in the evaporator. Now, on the suction side of the vacuum pump, it's pulling a vacuum on the evaporator. And that draws all the refrigerant to the receiver. And then that pressure just gets sucked up, goes through the 3 valve, and it goes back to the suction line.
Okay.
And the cycle just repeats.
Okay.
The only thing that you got to remember with liquid is the only valves that are closed are 2 and 4.
Okay.
And your 8 and 9 valve will be open too, but the water supply is only open for vapor. If you're not doing vapor, these are shut.
Okay.
Does anyone have any questions on this? Well, I'm going to go to vapor. Going once, going twice. All right.